Williams Arena in Minneapolis. CCX Sports presents coverage of the State Girls Basketball Tournament. It's a Class 2A quarterfinal round game between the defending state champion Providence Academy Lions and the Lake Crystal Wellcome Memorial Knights. In Minneapolis, John Jacobson along with Patty Sorensen. Patty, Providence Academy, the #1 team in the state, the #1 seed in this tournament, and the heavy favorite to win this weekend.
They sure are. They've had a very successful season. They've built a very competitive schedule. They've played several teams. I think in talking to Coach and looking at his schedule, I think they've beat all the #1 seeds in all the classes that are here this weekend. So we're looking to see what they're going to do, and I think they're feeling good about where they're at.
Their opponents, Lake Crystal Wellcome Memorial, the Section 2 AA champions. Second straight trip to state, and the only 2 times that the school has qualified for the state tournament. And Pete Geringer's team with a team record 29 wins this season, and their hallmark is defense, allowing under 34 points a game. That'll be challenged tonight, but that's one thing even kind of gets the Providence Academy coach said, is that, hey, they've got a good defense.
Yeah, and that's what they pride themselves. He says, you know, our defense is going to lead to things, but their defense has been so successful for them all year, and that's what they're going to focus on. And when you can have a team that can play really tough defense and maybe rattle and get into Providence a little bit, that's where they look to challenge them.
Let's look at our key players, starting with Lake Crystal, and Olivia Harrison is a senior. She has been a terrific player for this program, has played since 8th grade. School's all-time leading scorer, over 2,000 career points. You know,
they love her. I mean, she's an inside-out player, pass-first kind of player, and the interesting thing you said is you look at how many points she has, but she's never led the school in attempts, and that's just amazing for what kind of a player she is and what kind of a good leader and teammate she is.
And for Providence Academy, another 2,000-point scorer, but she's just a freshman. Madden Greenway, the 9th grader, first team All-Metro, already, Patty, this year over 900 points scored.
What an amazing athlete. I mean, composure, can do it all, plays hard. She's the real deal there, and she's a real hard worker. And, you know, like you said, 2,000 points this year, over 900 points already this season. It's going to be fun to see where she goes the rest of this year and the rest of her high school playing career.
We'll tip off the state tournament in 2A in just a moment from Williams Arena. It's Providence Academy and Lake Crystal Wellcome Memorial next on CCX.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
Ready for tip-off, Lake Crystal Wellcome Memorial and Providence Academy, the 2A quarterfinals. Tipping it off here at Williams Arena. Providence Academy in the navy and the gold, and Lake Crystal Wellcome Memorial in the blue and white. They go in early to Grace Counts with a spin move in the paint. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Greenway, taken away from her. And Lake Crystal has the basketball on their first possession and brought into their front court by Caitlin Pleck. Handoff on the wing. As you look at the starters, Harrison, Cooper, Pleck, Grotman, and Bogus for Lake Crystal, and Honecker and Millerbrand Hope Counts, Madden Greenway and Grace Counts for Providence Academy. Inbound here for Lake Crystal. There's then one dribble, and then hands off to Flack. They're both good scorers for this Knights team. Not on the wing, Bogus. The drive and draws contact, and will go to the line to shoot 2. You know, one thing that Coach Geringer told us before the game, said if we can get into a half-court offense you know, that's a key for us, right?
Exactly.
Deal with their pressure and get into our half-court sets. And that's what they did in that possession.
You know, he said if they get the opportunity, they will look to run also. But I think, like you said, they feel a little more confident in their half-court set, get into that, get moving. And at that time, that last time, they attacked the bucket and ended up at the free throw line. So
Harrison makes both foul shots. The foul is on Honecker, her first. And Greenway for three. Averages over 30 points per game and on her way already.
Just a beautiful shot, very comfortable with her take and her look, and she was a bit off that the normal three-point line also.
Collision, and they're going to get a blocking foul on Greenway, and she knocked over Flack. Two early fouls on Providence Academy, the first on Greenway, and Flack will inbound at midcourt. And Cooper, the senior guard, into the front court for the Knights. School record 29 wins this season for Lake Crystal. Won the Valley Conference for the fourth time in 5 seasons. Nice drive to the basket, and 2 more for Harrison.
Well, and one of the things Coach Getz said too, he said his team has been playing loose, you know, all through sections, and now here looking to get off that way too, seem comfortable out on the floor.
Spin move at the basket, missed by Grace Counts. Running and scoring, Lake Crystal, and 2 for Cooper. And it's 6-3. Greenway will pop another 3 and tie it up. Over 2 minutes played, 6-6. Hand off to Cooper. Gets it back to Flack. She'll drive to the basket and score. I like the attacking mode here for the Knights. Going right at Providence. Greenway, tough shot off the rim, not good. Rebounded by Ella Vogus.
I think that's what you see with that comfort of what they're having, it willing to go and attack the rim right away on and see what they're bringing, and that's what Lake Crystal's doing.
Harrison will pass it back out to Flack. Off to Cooper and back to Flack. Spreading the floor here, Lake Crystal. Ball lost briefly. Harrison gets it back, finds the open play in the corner, and then Vogus goes back out. Not forcing anything, taking what comes to them. Ball knocked away, loose ball on the floor. Greenway gets it. It's a steal for Providence, and she goes down, and a foul call here against Lake Crystal. And Greenway a little slow to get up. Hard on that Williams Arena court, but looks like she'll be all right.
Yeah, a lot of bodies moving and on the floor and scrambling after the ball.
Fouls on Vogus. That's the first foul of the game on Lake Crystal. Down low and able to convert this time was Grace Counts, the senior, with her first basket. Good score for this team. Their second leading scorer, nearly 15 a game. Get an early timeout. With the score 8-8.
Coach had been trying to get that timeout. He was almost halfway through the Lake Crystal bench before, and the refs didn't even see him, but he was finally able to get their attention.
Nice pass and Counts open.
You gotta like that.
Timeout.
Gotta like that when you're trying to get a team a timeout and your team goes ahead and scores for you anyhow, and then you still get your timeout to set up what you want to set up.
Well, we have stopped the clock correctly in our truck. The clock has continued to run here at Williams Arena as if we're under running time, which we're not. We ran a good 40 seconds probably off that clock. They've got to correct that before we get back to action. Look at Connor Getz. Last 2 years they've been in the state championship game. Runner-up 2 years ago, state champions last year in 2A.
And now they're going to, I think, get together and figure out that, yes, the clock did run off. And
usually you don't see this at state tournament. House league basketball, yes.
yes.
You got to remind the parent to stop the clock. But that's not usually happen here.
Well, and the hard part is they were trying to get their attention, and you know, the noise that I don't think some of the officials were even knowing it. Well, they don't. Oh, not going to change it.
Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, okay, well, we'll go with what they've done in the house here, and if anyone loses on a buzzer beater, they're going to want those 40 seconds back later.
Sure are.
Three-pointer comes out. A good look for Lauren Cooper. It didn't go down. Here's Providence back in transition. Greenway puts it on the floor, picks it up. Skip pass across to Honecker. Baseline down to Millerbrand. Out high, shot off the mark from Hope Counts. Millerbrand getting it back and into the hands of Greenway. Lobs it in. Hope Counts in a lot of traffic there. Gets tied up by Caitlin Flack. Held ball will go over to Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial.
She made that move. Sorry, John. She made that move, and the problem is that defense collapsed, put the ball down right at the defense's feet, and there's where the tie-up came.
Avery Vogus, number 5, in for twin sister Ella, number 3. And 2 sets of twins on this Providence Lake Crystal team. The outside shot missed by Hope Counts. Lake Crystal back, pull-up shot from Cooper, in and out. Quick rebound and outlet by Millerbrand. Greenway to the basket, a little to the line for 2 as Harrison commits the foul.
She's kind of put that body on the floor a few times. Kind of saw her get up, shaking her hand a little bit, but she's a competitor. She'll be fine.
Youngest player to 2,000 career points in Minnesota history. Did it earlier this season with a 60-point game against Minnehaha Academy.
That's just amazing. And you watch her shoot, she's just got such a beautiful shot.
She's got 8 of Providence's first 10 points, and it's 10-8. Oh, nice knock away there by Grace Counts. That length coming in handy. Off to Greenway, comes up short on the shot. Lake Crystal will run when they get the opportunity. Now they'll slow it up. Cooper in the front court. Providence did a nice job of getting back defensively. Cooper will get it off to Avery Bogus and back out. Now to the hands of Harrison. Put it on the floor against Millerbrand. Lots of double team from Honecker. Tied up briefly, then back out. Cooper with a shot, and this one goes in. Got a couple of good looks, and this one knocked down. It's her second basket. She's got 5 points, and Lake Crystal in the lead. 3-point try from Hope Counts. Missed. And the rebound to Cooper.
Well, and that's what Coach is trying to do for Lake Crystal. He wants his team to settle down in this half-court sense. You see him trying to get them to calm down, because when they've done that, they've been able to run some nice time off and get some great shots.
Down the lane, and a strip by Millerbrand. Into the hands of Greenway. Pulls up on the wing. Open look for Honecker, off the mark. And chased down by Cooper.
You know, if you've been watching Millerbrand out there, she's been getting to flex. She's been coming up on the ball handler. She's had to pick up somebody until they can come down and recover. It's been really fun to watch her play defense.
Jillian Hansen, number 32, in for Lake Crystal. And Kira Miller, number 31, was getting ready to come in for Providence Academy. He was at the scorer's table. And Connor Getz is emphatic, like, my player was right at the table. How do you not check her in?
Well, and I think he was frustrated earlier, too, because he knew time had run off the clock, and they didn't put time back on the clock either.
So Hope Counts has to stay back in. Now we get another whistle, like half a second after the last one, and we'll get Miller into the game. Miller-Brand with some pressure up on the wing. Thought she maybe had forced a turnover, instead just knocked it out herself. And now a little inbound to Cooper. And Miller-Brand's aggressive on defense, isn't she? Gets the tie up here. And she's not a big scorer. I mean, that's kind of her hallmark, is defense.
Oh, well, and you see it out here. It's just she's had, like I said earlier, deflects. She's on the ball. Those ball handlers do not want her to defend them.
And we get a timeout. Clock is stopped this time.
30-second timeout for the Knights.
And a competitive first 7 minutes of play here tonight. You know, like Crystal played, as I mentioned at the top in last year's state tournament, they were beat badly in their first game. They scored just 29 points and lost big to Minnehaha Academy. So already, regardless of the final outcome, a much better start for this team. You know, second time around. Last year was their first trip to the state tournament. A lot of these girls part of that team last year. And even though you're playing a very good team, they don't seem to be rattled, right?
No, yeah, I'm really impressed with that. Even though you can say, well, we've been loose through all sections, that's great, you know. But you get on the big stage, you're on the arena here, you expect a little more jitters, and I'm not really seeing it from them.
First time playing on this court. Last year they played over at Maturi Pavilion next door. 2 of the 2A games being played here, and 2 on the Maturi Pavilion court on the other side of the wall here. Well, under 11 minutes to go. Here's a turnover. It's Miller-Brand. Going to take it herself. That's time and 1. There you see a good defense again. They force a turnover. Miller-Brand takes it herself.
You know, she was playing. She's just so intense on there, and the ball player hesitated, and she was able to get in there and take the steal and go.
Foul whistled against Flack, her first, team's third. Free throw comes off and rebounded by Flack. Now Providence up by a point. Pressure by Miller out high. Avery Bogus started to drive and comes back out with the pass to Harrison. Harrison trying to drive on Miller-Brand, throws it back out. Baseline, Harrison open, not good, and rebounded by Hope Counts, or Grace Counts rather. Greenway to the basket and is fouled.
You're going to see, and we are seeing this, when they can get it, they want to run. They want to push the tempo up, and they've been successful because they're getting to the free throw line.
Foul whistled against Harrison. That'll be her second. Greenway missing on the free throw. Ella Bogus back in. And for Providence Academy, first appearance for the 7th grader, Ari Peterson. Greenway gets the second. 9 points already for her.
Almost another steal from her.
Yeah. Miller-Brand has played outstanding so far. Avery Bogus. Back out, Flack, bounce pass. In some traffic, Hanson lost it. And a takeaway for Providence. Greenway, pull up 3, off the mark this time. A long rebound comes out of the wing to Peterson. Greenway will throw up another one this time hits.
Wow.
3 3-pointers for Greenway. And it's 16-11. Hanson back out. Avery Bogus. Long shot not good. Rebounded by Peterson. Timeout on the floor. So look at that last shot by Greenway in. Missed on the first one. The rebound of Peterson. Like, well, I'll try another one here. Her shot is beautiful.
Coach is going, I'm curious what's the issue right now again.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
We're going to inbound from the sideline in front of the Providence bench. Officials are in place. We're ready to go.
Yeah.
Greenway with the basketball on the floor. Race counts to the basket, traveling.
You know, and I agree with that call. She got the ball. She wanted to get, but she was a little out of control as she was going in there, and she just didn't have control, and the defense was right there. I agree. It was a good call.
Well, token pressure on Crystal. They get it into the front court. Avery Bogus. Oh, and pass Millerbrand. Stepping in front of Ella Bogus with another steal. Off to Peterson, and she traveled. The back-to-back turnovers by Providence Academy, and between a Lake Crystal turnover.
There, that last one I would say is maybe a little bit of jitters yet, coming in, getting on the big stage for the first time tonight, and she'll settle down. But, you know, and that's what the coach talked about for them. He says, we've got to take this one game at a time, one possession at a time.
Substitutions on either side, including Harrison back in for Lake Crystal. They trail by 5 here. We wind down past the halfway point of the first half. Flack, capable scorer. She'll take it to the basket. Shot up, almost the and one. They get the block whistled on Hope counts, and free throws coming.
Hope was trying to get there to help, and I think she was just a little late because she was getting there as that came, and that went against her.
Flack averaging 13 points, 6.5 rebounds per game, over 1,000 points in her career. And still another year to go at Lake Crystal. Missed on the first free throw.
Well, and having the experience too, you're a junior, you were here last year. A lot of that experience is just going to add up for them.
Missed on both, and Miller rebounds. Head to Greenway. Nice little move to the basket, too strong off the glass. Loose ball corralled by Alabogus. Ahead in the front court comes Cooper. Hands it back off. Alabogus into Cooper again. The bounce pass, and Miller with the block. Rebound corralled. Shot from the corner from Cooper, not good. Rebounded by Hope Counts. Providence on the run. Greenway to Peterson. Missed it. Greenway picks up the loose ball. Back to Counts, up and in. And Hope Counts with her first basket tonight. Whistle, and we're going to get a foul on Providence, I think on Peterson. Look at that last basket.
I think they got tangled up. Yeah, as Peterson was coming down the court, she ended up with her arm on top of the shoulder of the person she was running with and going to try and defend, and that's what they got her for.
Team fouls even at 4 apiece now. Harrison the only individual with 2. Harrison with it right near the sideline. Will drive on Honecker. And they'll work it back out. Separation, and the open two-pointer is good. Harrison averaging 18 a game, has 6 today. Losing it on the floor, then gathering it back briefly was Hope Counts, in that backcourt foul on Providence.
I think they're going to call that on Hope also.
That'll be her second foul. And Harrison will bring it up. Passes to Cooper. Left wing, Millerbrand on her. Skip pass across to Ella Bogus. Back out highs. We're down to 7 minutes to play in the half. Here's Harrison. Driving. Baseline. Groutman back out. Free look. In and out for Flack. It was a good possession for Lake Crystal. Didn't force anything. Got to go to look. We just couldn't get the shot to go. Greenway, 3 spins out. Harrison rebounds.
You can see she's comfortable, obviously, to shoot anywhere out there. You just want to get your rebounders down there so they have an opportunity to rebound should there be a miss.
Cooper will drive, lost the ball, and Honecker with it. Turnover for LCWM. Into the front court, Greenway on the wing. Millerbrand. Well defended by Harrison, has to go back out. Greenway. Counts baseline shot, not good for Hope Counts. And the rebound pulled down by Groutman. Well, we stay at 18-13 with under 6 minutes to go. Cooper will hand it off to Harrison. Flack, 3-point shot, too strong. And rebounded by Honecker. She's got Greenway in front of her, bounce pass to her. Greenway off the glass, not good. Loose ball, tie up, and another foul on Providence coming. That'll be on Honecker. That's her second.
Well, you know, and they're pushing, and they like to push the ball and push the tempo. There's a couple there where I think they've had a couple person advantage. Just a hesitation, slow down a little bit, and you're going to get your shot.
Timeout taken here by Lake Crystal. Over 5.5 minutes to go.
Providence, you know, they're moving. They're picking up their defensive intensity, but Lake Crystal is not backing down. They are coming back. They're matching intensity. They're moving the ball. They're getting some good shots off.
The winner of this game will take on either Minnehaha Academy or New London Spicer. That's the game that follows here at Williams Arena. That game will be Friday at 6 p.m. So the teams will get a day off. The winners will get a day off. And the loser of this game will play in a consolation round game at Concordia Academy tomorrow night at 6. Crosby, Ironton, Goodhue, Perham, and Albany, the rest of the Class 2A field for 2023. Hopkins and Becker, the top 2 seeds in 4A and 3A, each winning their quarterfinal round game earlier today.
Yeah, there's been a couple teams that have had a pretty easy match that first game, and then there's been some other games that were nice and close down. I think Stillwater ended up winning by 1, I think, or in their game.
2 points, I think it was, against Lakeville North. Yep.
Yep. We get a little full court pressure now.
Flack able to get it ahead to the front court to Groutman. And back to Flack and into the hands of Cooper. Knights trail it by 5 here, just over 5 minutes to play in the half. Harrison curls around, pulls up, short, rebounded, back out, and it's going to be over and back out of bounds on the pass by Groutman, trying to get it back to Flack. And those are the ones you don't want to see when you have an unforced turnover, so to speak, right? You know,
right, those are the ones that you kind of are going, okay, calm down, settle down.
Down low, great pass, sister to sister right there. Grace Counts finding Hope Counts, senior to sophomore for 2. And then trouble here for Lake Crystal in the backcourt, trying to force a turnover, but they can't. Harrison has it. Gonna take it herself. Stop, a little turnaround, nice shot.
A lot of control right there. She's confident. It was 2-on-1. Kind of defense shift. She was able to attack, then reverse and spin and make a nice shot.
Steele, the cross-court pass, picked off by Harrison. Harrison double team. Honecker forces the turnover. Pass ahead. Greenway shot up and good. Millerbrand the assist. Back out high it comes. Flack and over to Cooper. Under 4 minutes to go. 7-point lead for Providence, their biggest tonight. Cooper driving, and he gets the shot blocked by Hope Counts. Knights keep possession though. Flack trying to get to the rim, missed the shot. Loose ball picked up by Millerbrand. Ahead to Honecker, over to Greenway. Oh, shot spins out, was in close but couldn't get it to go.
She's had a couple opportunities with those and it just hasn't dropped for her.
Greenway on that last possession able to finish. And already has 14 points in the first half out of her team's 22.
When you look at how she gets her points too, I mean, she can hit the three, she can attack the bucket, and she's just on defense.
And hits another three. 17 points for Bryden Greenway. Knights break the pressure. Bogle three, not good. Rebounded though by Hansen. They keep possession. Here's Cooper's shot. That won't go. And rebounded by Grace Counts. Ahead to Greenway. Greenway will pop another three. Lake Crystal, I think, a little faster pace right now than they'd like to play at, and the shots had not been falling as they were earlier. And that one comes off, and the rebound to Grace Counts. Head to Millerbrand and knocked out of bounds by Ella Bogle.
So if you look at the pressure that Providence is applying right now, Lake Crystal's had some opportunity, but they are getting back. Providence is getting back quick. They're getting some deflects, and they have been able to get what you thought was going to come out of that transition bucket.
Oh, the college three. She's not just over the line. She's well over the line on a couple of these. Greenway inbound here to Grace Counts. Millerbrand trying to go through traffic and lost the ball. Steal by Flack. Flack will take it to the basket. Another good look, but just can't get the shots to go now. Peterson rebounds off to Greenway. Greenway, a pop another three, and this one's short. I don't think that'll shake her confidence.
I don't think so either. I was thinking about there saying that, and I'm going, yeah, I'm thinking she feels pretty confident about her shot. She knows when she's off, so I'm sure that just frustrates her a little bit when it's off. But
Cooper looked at the three and hands back off to Ella Bogus. Cooper spins around, Counts pops out on her. Grace Counts. Cooper again attacking. Grace Counts. A hand on it underneath, and we'll get a foul, and Hansen will go to the line.
she did a good job on the attack prior to that. Coming down, was able to block it, and then came right out again. I think Providence has picked up their intensity on defense also.
Free throw missed. Now last foul on Grace Counts. Look at that, the play again. Second one bounces around, not good. Peterson rebounds. Through the hands of Millerbrand, and a turnover for Providence. Millerbrand gets it back. Off to Greenway, nice dish off Honecker for two.
That was nice total team ball. Defense created the turnover, passed it, saw your other teammate. Good ball, good team ball.
Minute and a half to play in the first half. Providence has really opened up a lead here in the last 3 minutes of game clock. Baseline, and Flack traveled. The defense again and the great passing. It's a shovel pass off for Honecker.
You love it when you see that kind of team play out there.
Greenway, the basket, up and in for two more.
I don't know if I'd want that assignment for having to guard her. She hits you out.
Off the glass, up and in for two. That's Cooper. Under a minute to play now in the half. Peterson got knocked in the eye. Accidentally, but it bothered her a little bit, and then it's a turnover. Harrison taking to the basket. Nice little floater. Well, shot won't go. Miller-Brand, and their pass is stolen. Flack, too strong. Rebounded by Hope Counts. Grace Counts. And it's Greenway to the basket and scores. Now 24 for Greenway. Scoreboard in the building, can't keep up. They only have her for 18. Right on the baseline, reverse up and in. That's a great play by Harrison.
Nice move for her just to keep it going at it and getting the reverse like that.
Half quarter off the rim for Greenway as we come to halftime. 34-19, Providence Academy. We're going to get back to the state championship. You got to win 2 to get there. And a good close to the half, Patty. They're up 34-19 by 15 now.
Yeah, I think in the beginning there was a little bit of intensity and rushing, but then they settled down a little bit. They got their attack game going. They started moving the ball, and Greenway started hitting for them too.
We'll take time out. We'll come back with more of our coverage of the state Class 2A girls basketball tournament from Williams Arena after this timeout. Halftime at Williams Arena in Minneapolis, where Providence Academy, the top seed in Class 2A, leads Lake Crystal Wellcome Memorial by a score of 34-19. John Jacobson with Patty Sorensen. Look at highlights from the first 18 minutes of play here today. Madden Greenway, on the top players in the state at any grade. The freshman has been outstanding.
She has. She's been amazing. And the threes are there, and they're even deeper than normal three. And then she's attacking the bucket. She's also passing to her teammates, and her defense has been on too.
Lauren Cooper with a three there for Lake Crystal. Miller-Brand has played some really good defense, able to get to the basket in the and one. And then in transition, Greenway able to finish at the hoop again. And a step back deep three for her. So I originally had her for 24 points. I was off. Scoreboard's still off, but we do have her for 21 points in the first half. Not a bad half's work for the freshman. Honaker with 5. Hope Counts with 4. Harrison leads Lake Crystal with 10 points. Cooper and 7. Flack with 2. That's their top 3 scorers all season, and they have accounted for all 19 of their points. And they hung in the game for a long time. It was 18-13, and then Providence Academy the last 6 minutes or so were able to put that burst on with some defense. Lake Crystal had good shots that weren't falling, and the result now is that they've been able to stretch the lead.
And I think you got to give a lot of that credit to Mildebrandt for Providence with the defense that she'd start and the deflects and getting the ball out and causing some turnovers and getting them out to her teammates. And Providence's defense stepped up too as they were going. And Lake Crystal, though, we'll see what they do. I think they can come back and keep applying the pressure they were, and we'll see if they relax on offense and get a couple buckets.
Get the clock reset. The teams were ready to go before they were ready at the scorer's table. Now we're set to go here in the second half. So if you're Providence Academy, you overcame that relatively slow start, and you've got a comfortable lead, and you want to just play solid basketball right here in the second half and not let it get away from you, and be playing really good basketball, hopefully going to the semifinals. And it doesn't hurt when number 30 can shoot from anywhere.
Well, and her teammates find her.
Yeah.
I mean, you're looking at Brooke making those, getting those rebounds, kicking them right back out to her, and she's got an open shot again. just the team defense they play and how they look for people and look for the quick outlet also to try and transition.
5th three-pointer already for Greenway today. That one comes up short on the three-point try for Ella Bogus. Out of bounds to Providence Academy. Hope counts. And she'll not hand it off. She'll instead give it underneath. Grace counts. No look pass out to Millerbrand. Her three not good. And a strong rebound for Lake Crystal. And it's Flack that'll bring it into the front court. Hands it off to Harrison. Off to Cooper. Lauren Cooper turning, trying to work her way to the basket, and back out they go. Bogus down low above the block. Nice pass underneath. Great look. Groutman finding Caitlin Flack for two.
Nice patience on that. Nice to attack and get the layup in there.
Greenway three missed. And rebounded by Flack. Off to Cooper. And into the front court. Cooper pull up from 15. Off the mark. Harrison rebounds and scores.
Nice job. Nice job of finding that rebound and then continuing on up with the bucket.
12 points now for the senior. Ball deflected by Harrison out of bounds.
Well, and that's something I'm sure Coach talked about halftime is we're known for our defense with Lake Crystal. We're known for that defense. Let's just step up our defense again. Let's get some passing lanes, get in the lanes, get some deflects. Let's try and cause some turnovers on the part of Providence.
Inbound comes to Greenway, trying to fight her way through traffic and draws a foul.
Well, they're saying she wasn't going up. Thought she was maybe.
Lake Crystal, Wellcome Memorial foul number 3. Ella Bogus, her second.
Foul will be on
first team foul of the
Bogus.
second half Buckeyes.
Inbound pass and unable to convert at the rim was Hope Counts. So we stay at 37-23. Double team coming on Flack and a foul on Providence.
You know, you got to give Flack credit on that one there. She had the double team coming at her and she pivoted and tried to step move, and then Providence came on top of her, drew the foul.
Providence having a foul. Hope Counts, number 24. That's her first team foul in the second half of the Lions.
Foul on Hope Counts is her third. Ella Bogus. Harrison. Step back two. Not good. Rebounded by Greenway. She'll push it. Runner up and good. My goodness. With the full arsenal of shots available to her. 26 points now.
Well, and taking three people on, and she pulls up as they're dropping back, and it was an easy open shot for her with her floater.
Bogus. And they get a timeout. 30-second timeout for Pete Gehringer and the Knights. And more Madden Greenway. So I'll tell you a quick story. About 5 years ago or so, I'm always at a girls' basketball game. Chad Greenway's there with his family, former Vikings linebacker, Madden's father. I asked him, I said, my son Andrew, you're like his favorite player. Can I get your autograph? And obliged. Apparently I should have gotten Madden's at the same time, right?
I guess. I would think so.
Because they'll get Chad Greenway and all-time Viking greats. And they'll look at number 30 again, the last basket.
She can do so many things, and she offensively, but she doesn't take any time off on defense either. I mean, she's out there working hard, a lot of her deflects, a lot of her steals. I mean, it's fun to watch the defense that is being played tonight.
Millerbrand, almost another steal. Had a deflection, knocked it out of bounds. And Millerbrand is just an 8th grader. Talk about this Providence Academy team. You got Grace Counts, who's a terrific player. She's a senior. Everybody else comes back.
You just look at the talent and how they play, and I keep watching, like you said, Mildebrand, an 8th grader that's going to play that tough of a defense and out here on this stage. And then you got a 7th grader on their team also.
Pull-up shot, Flack, too strong and rebounded by Greenway. Ahead it goes, and an easy layup. 2 points for Grace Counts. Not scored much today. She's a good scorer, but only her 2nd basket. 3-point try from Flack is good.
Yeah, she was wide open as it came down, transitioned the ball up to Flack, and she was out there on the 3, nobody on her, and she just let it go.
Greenway will let another one fly. 8 second-half points for her. Harrison, a little hesitation move, goes baseline to the corner. Ella Vogus rattles in a 3. First points tonight for the junior. Here's Millerbrand. Honecker for 3. Too long. Good rebound underneath and a putback. Grace Counts with another basket. Flack all the way. Nice move around Counts this time to score.
You see her confidence even starting to build. Those couple shots go in. Now she's attacking the bucket.
That's 7 of her 9 points here in the second half. Greenway. Grace Counts, lost the ball on the floor, goes back after and bounces it back out. Greenway, 3, rattles it in. Shooting as if the shot clock was winding down.
No.
Puts up a quick 3 and hits it again. Here's Harrison. Gets into the paint. Nice move by Harrison and ran into traffic. Good defense by Providence. Kept their arms straight up and forced Harrison into a travel. Look at the last play again. The ball knocked away from Grace Counts. He gets it out to Greenway. And just a very quick catch and shoot. And that's tough to defend, too, when you not only that range, but when you're able to set yourself that quickly and get a shot off, defender doesn't have a chance to set themselves up. Missed on this 3 and rebounded by Harrison. Harrison gets bumped in the back foul. Oh, no, offensive foul by Harrison.
There have been a couple times tonight that we've seen some push-offs, and they haven't really been called, and this time they did call that one.
Coach Getz, I know, has been kind of arguing that tonight. And this time they get Harrison for the foul, so that's her 3rd. Burn to the basket, up and in. Millerburn with just her 2nd basket. Deflection by Greenway in the backcourt. To get the ball back, trying to get it back to Millerburn underneath, not good. And pulled out by Lake Crystal. Harrison into the front court. Bogus. Back. A baseline drive. And we'll get a foul here on Miller.
She has a nice little quick step as she starts to make that drive. You know, I think what's happening with that, the push-off call, and everybody's so quick, and the defense is so on both sides, and people are just trying to get a little space, a little room to maneuver.
Greenway to Millerburn on the break, and she'll go to the line for 2. Providence got the steal off the inbound, and the 8th grader will get a chance to connect from the line. This one short. Jillian Hansen and Lauren Cooper back in for Lake Crystal. Second one good.
It's going to keep the full court pressure up on these guys. Oh.
This time it's Flack. Whistled for the offensive foul.
It's another one, I think, of just trying to get herself some space, and they're watching that now, and they're getting more of those push-offs.
Greenway, Miller-Byrne pops out for it. Honaker put up a three, short. Miller-Byrne the rebound. Went up over Cooper, but then lost the ball out of bounds. Back over to Lake Crystal. You know, the Knights trailed by 21, but you feel like they've played better than that, right? I mean, the shots haven't fallen for them tonight. They haven't turned it over a ton, certainly some turnovers, but probably no more than usual when you're playing against Providence Academy. But a lot of the best shots and good shots have not gone in.
Well, and how do you stop some of the long threes that Providence is making? That kind of, you know, because I agree with you. I think that they've played a good game so far, and I mean, they play defensively strong. They take some patience. They try to get the good shots.
Fouls on Grace Counts. That's her second. Ari Peterson, first appearance here in the second half, the seventh grader in for Providence.
You know, Miller-Byrne needs a little, I mean, she plays tough. A little rest is she's deserving. Greenway
missed on the steal. Cooper, and a steal. Oh, foul on Miller, and she was like, oh, I don't like that. Kira Miller thought she had played that straight up pretty well, but instead whistle for a second foul. We'll get it again.
She reached with the right hand to go for the steal.
14 fouls apiece. Steal off the inbound. Here's Greenway on the run. Got Honaker with her. She'll take it herself.
I like how automatic that was for Grace when I mean, you watch, she takes the ball here, gets the steal, and automatically is looking for her teammate to transition. Kicks the ball up to her.
Scoreboard has her for 31. We have her for 34 points tonight. Drive by Cooper, can't get the shot to go, crashing underneath, and Grace Counts at the rebound and the foul on Lake Crystal. Foul's going to be on Hanson. Miller will bring it up. Peterson back out to Miller. Oh, and pass intercepted by Cooper, then gives it right back. Miller getting the ball back on the steal. Greenway eyes it up, missed the shot. Miller controls the rebound in the corner. And then we get a timeout by Connor Getz and Providence Academy. Just over 10 minutes to play here in the second half. A 54-31 Lions lead.
It'll be interesting to see what coach is trying to do. I'm sure he's going to, you know, obviously he took the timeout to save a turnover there or a jump ball possession because it would have gone the other way. I've noticed too, as we've been watching, he's really trying to get other players. I mean, not that they haven't always been trying to get him involved, but I'm seeing other players that are running different plays for different players to try and bring some new looks. So it'll be interesting to see what they bring up. If you're Lake Crystal, you just got to say, we just got to keep doing our thing. You know, we got to keep working on our defense. We get down offensively, work our ball in and attack the rim, take the shot. Hopefully pull down a few boards that will work to your advantage.
Providence Academy lost a couple games early, but not since. And they have a 27-2 record coming into state tournament. Looking to go back-to-back as state champions. Won a state championship, about 10 years ago when Ray Finley was the coach for Providence. Had a good run there in the mid-teens. And now this one that doesn't seem like it's going to end anytime soon with the youth on this club, right?
Very talented. You know, you look at a couple of the two losses they have. They split with Becker this year. Becker's the #1 seed in 3A. And then they lost to Aquinas of La Crosse, Wisconsin, and it wasn't, you know, it wasn't a blowout or anything like that. They played some tough competitions this year.
Grace Counts, that was a tough shot, and she got that to go. So He started to heat up here in the second half. 8 points for the senior. Cooper pass to Hanson, knocked out of bounds by Miller. The Millers kind of come in and taken the defensive role that Miller burned has had much of the night.
Yes, and it's different people have stepped up each time. Miller's being really aggressive right there. Maddie gets a steal again.
Greenway to the basket, up and in. Over her season average. And I told you, Patty, before the game off air that, and I get a foul here. Grace Counts thought she had it cleanly, instead fouls Harrison, will go to line for 2. It's over 900 points on the season. It's not out of the question. She could get to 1,000 career points, 1,000 points, excuse me, this season by the end of the week, by Saturday night.
I know, especially with what she's been able to do and how she's scoring. And I mean, when I looked that up and I saw that she was over 900 for this year alone, it was like, that's quite an accomplishment.
Harrison making the free throw. She's in double figures with 13 points. Next leading scorer for the Knights, Flack, who has 9, and another one for the senior. And it's 58-33 as we near the midway point of the second half. Greenway, a little spin move, trying to pass it off the inside, and then gets it to Miller-Burned, who's back in. Here's Peterson attacking and gets fouled.
I think coach is wanting her to take that shot from outside. He just kind of is telling her, go ahead and shoot it.
Fouls on Flack, her third. Inbound comes to Grace Counts underneath, and Miller-Burned not good. Peterson up, that won't go. Miller will put one up, and she'll go to the line. A good offensive rebounding in that sequence for the Lions, and here Miller, the senior, will be rewarded with free throws.
Well, and that was also a real nice cut to the basket from Miller-Burned. Just wasn't able to finish on it, but that was a nice feed and a nice cut.
Now, free throw up and in. That is the first bench point scored tonight for either team. Hope Counts back in for her sister Grace. Vogus back in for Lake Crystal. 1 out of 2, and well, tipped in the backcourt, steal by Providence. Down low they go, and unable to finish. Peterson gets fouled, and she'll go to the line. Again, a couple of opportunities for Providence Academy.
Well,
Ari Peterson.
I'm sorry, John.
No?
Definitely a height advantage in there right now with the rebounding too, as Providence is starting to, or not starting, but they're really attacking the board, especially on that possession.
And that was one advantage they thought they had too, was more size.
Yes.
And that certainly played out here tonight. Peter's second one, good tie up. Jump ball, and it's Lake Crystal ball.
Jump ball possession, Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial.
You know, I agree with what you said earlier too. When you look at the score, it just seems like it isn't that big of a difference by how hard both teams have played.
Harrison, cross to Vogus. Back out high, Harrison. Miller-Burned right in her face. Greenway knocked it away. Harrison gets it back, puts the shot up, not good. Scramble underneath and pulled out by Hope Counts. Ahead it comes to Peterson, and Peterson fouled by Avery Vogus.
It's just an automatic for Providence. They get that rebound, and their look isn't an outlet down low. Their look is always an outlet deep, and they've been able to connect on many of those.
It's 1-1 for Peterson for Providence here. Hanson back in, along with Caitlin Flack.
Providence Academy in the bonus. Ari Peterson will shoot 1-1.
And Peterson makes the first one. Well, being that we've talked about former Vikings, you may have heard of Ari Peterson's father, Adrian Peterson, teammate of Chad Greenway back in the day, the Vikings. There's a little bit of good genes going on.
Yeah.
And we did a story a couple of years ago on the Count sisters. There's an older sister, Maria, is now at the University of Minnesota here. And the two younger sisters, Grace and Hope. Greenway puts up a shot, not good. Their grandfather, Mel Counts, played for the Lakers back in the 1970s.
Oh, wow. So there's a little bit of, like you said, a little bit of
athletic genes.
Yeah.
Look at Hope, and Grace is 41. Her grandfather lives out west, California, I believe, still, or Oregon, out west, and tries to catch some of their games online. Ball tipped away on the steal. Peterson getting it to Greenway, not good. Ball loose and picked up by Cooper. A trap in the backcourt. Cooper back to Vogus. That pressure really starting to bother Lake Crystal and forcing even more turnovers here in the second half, Patty, as they get a timeout.
It has just ramped up, you know, and you know, like Coach said, for Providence, he was saying, you know, the defense that they were looking from that they had to prepare for, and yet they're matching with their defense.
They resumes back in the game. Providence Academy. Honiker, number 3. Grace Thompson.
Well, Providence now with a 28-point lead, as I mentioned. They will take on now the winner of the next game here at Williams Arena, Minnehaha Academy, the number 5 seed against 4th seed New London Spicer. Goodhue and Crosby Ironton playing next door at Maturi Pavilion right now, and the last game at Maturi tonight, Perham against Albany. Tournament continuing through Saturday, the 2A championship here at 2 p.m. at Williams Arena. This is our final girls basketball telecast of the season. The semifinals and championship rounds all broadcast by Channel 45. Got section boys basketball on CCX coming up live Friday night at Rogers High School as Osseo meets top seed Park Center with a trip at state on the line. Congratulations to the Wayzata Trojans, champions in section 6 last night, rallying to beat Hopkins and go back to state for the 3rd straight year. Really good basketball teams in the Northwest Suburbs again this year, Patty.
Well, you know, they have been, and that's the nice thing. It's like if you compete in that section or conference, it prepares you, because that's a tough conference. I don't know if you saw it, that last, before the timeout here, the cameraman had to catch Maddie Greenway as she went off the end there.
We don't want to be responsible for that.
No.
Any injuries.
No.
That last foul was on Hope Counts. Loose ball here, almost another turnover, but Lake Crystal able to keep it. Baseline shot just a little bit long on the try from Flack. Greenway.
Nice see.
Oh, great. Reversal there for 2 for Grace Counts. Another assist for Greenway. She's a really good passer too, and setting up her teammates. The runner in the lane, not good on the try by Grobman.
You have the Count sisters just coming at you too. You add their height and then the arms up, as it's a distractor when you're trying to shoot when they come flying at you.
Greenway attacking, gets fouled, go to the line for 2. That's the 10th team foul on Lake Crystal.
Lake Crystal Memorial foul number 3, Ella Vogus, her 3rd, 10th team foul. Maddie Greenway.
Ella Vogus picking up her 3rd. Greenway's first free throws here in the second half. 3 out of 4 in the first half. Look at it again.
She used all the room and the backboard on that one, but it went in for her.
Second one also good. Six and a half minutes to go. Lake Crystal will get one more game in consolation play tomorrow at Concordia Academy. Providence Academy will get a day off before their semifinal matchup. Three-point shot is good. It's Lauren Cooper, who had a 3 in the first half. Her first points in the second. Now 10 points in the game. Greenway to the basket, high off the glass, missed the shot, out of bounds. Will stay with the Lions.
And I'm really happy that they brought that consolation back a couple years ago, because I remember when I first started my coaching career a long time ago in the 80s, it was always consolation bracket, and then when they took it away, you know, you think about these teams that travel to get here, and I'm glad it's back.
Yeah, they did away with it for a while when they started 4 classes, right? For several years.
Yes.
And then brought it back. Greenway up and in for 2 more. It never seems to be difficult, even on those shots that really aren't easy to get to go in. They seem to fall for number 30.
She makes it look easy, doesn't she?
Harrison will put up a 3. Good shooter, knocks it down. 17 points for Harrison, averages 18. And on the scoreboard internally here, they have her for 37. We have Greenway for 40 points tonight. Top down low, short baseline shot, missed by Grace Counts. Jump ball. They'll stay with Providence Academy.
You know, I'm watching Mildebrand, and she's everywhere. I mean, she's up on the boards, she's playing the defense.
Honaker not good. Follow-up, though, is up and in. It's the sophomore Hope Counts with the basket. Her first points in the second half.
You know, and there was that height advantage. Hope was able to get up above and get that rebound and then just lay it back up.
Drive, and shot not good, and Miller Byrne rebounds. On the wing, Honaker. 3, not good, and pulled down by Cooper. Into Harrison's hands. Head to Flack, attacking the basket, not good, and Honaker rebounds for the Lions. Head to Greenway. She'll take it herself for 2 more.
That was good defense by Hope Counts down there. That was able to, when the girl was attacking the bucket, she did a great job with her defense, which was able to help her teammate get the ball to transition back up.
Harrison will take it against Hope Counts. We got the block. Honaker into the front court. Oh, Grace Counts.
Sister
to
to
Hope
sister.
Counts. How about that? 73-39 now, inside of 4 minutes to play. Steal. Miller Byrne gets fouled in the backcourt.
No basket.
Last basket for the Lions. Great pass by Honaker. That's the last couple of baskets here, and the finish, and then the great passing.
It's kind of passed it over her head behind her to her sister. Gotta like when you have those sister connections in there. Just react well to each other.
Miller Byrne to the line for 2.
Remember when I first took over a program up in Duluth as a head coach, I had twin sister guards, and they'd never seemed to have been on the floor together in years past at the same time, and it's like, well, that's obvious for me. They're reacting off each other and feeding and seeing off each other, and they made me look good.
Peterson back in for Miller Byrne. Bogus back in. Mike Crystal, ball stolen away. Greenway 2 more. 44 points for Greenway. Shot up, back iron, not good. Pulled out of there by Greenway on the floor. Loose ball off of Greenway, out of bounds. Over to the Knights. And And another basket for number 30.
She is quick, and her defense helps create a lot of her offense also. Well, I hope they get that straightened out over there with the discrepancy in our scores with her.
All smiles. You can put up 44 and your team wins. I mean, I know that's what's really important to these girls. We talked to them during the season, and I talked to her about the 2,000 points. Yeah, it's nice, but we want to win state again.
See, and that's what you want. You know, it's nice to get those points, but she really wants the win for the team.
She got a rest for the rest of the day. Shannon Healy, a freshman, number 11, is in for Providence Academy, replacing Greenway. Ava Stating, a senior, in for Lake Crystal. Putting it on the floor. That was a great look for Grace Counts. Looks like she's going to pass and puts the ball on the deck and goes and drives and scores 2 more. She's got 10 points here in the second half, 12 in the game.
She was really trying to get her teammate those points, and the cut just didn't happen, and then it cleared open an easy drive for her.
Ava Stating across to Avery Bogus. Our 10 is Ella Thorson. She's in the lineup for Lake Crystal. Ball tipped by Miller in the backcourt and then handed off to Ella Bogus.
Miller definitely brought a spark plug to them on the floor when she came in. Her defense was a good spark. And
Peterson almost had the steal. Avery Bogus able to hang on to it. Thorson back out the Stating. Ella Bogus, we're down just over a minute to play. And a foul on Honecker.
She's kind of wondering, but she kind of did. She got over there, was pressuring a bit much, and got her on the arm.
17th foul on the last. Ella Bogus at the line.
Bogus at the line to shoot 2.
Shooting 2.
Substitutions for Providence Academy. Tony Jackson, Bridget Healy, and Annabelle Warner all coming in. Honecker out, Grace Counts out, Miller out.
Tony Jackson, number 2.
Second free throw is in.
And for the Knights.
And now Sophia Stating, another senior in. The 2 twins in the backcourt, 13 and 12 for Lake Crystal. Final seconds, shot put up at the buzzer by Jackson, not good. And that is the end of the game. And Providence Academy wins it going away. Final score tells you a lot about the talent, but I don't think it's necessarily indicative of how the whole game went, certainly. But the Lions look every bit like the defending state champions and the #1 team in Class 2A again.
They definitely do. You know, they had a lot of pressure as far as the pressure they brought on defense that created their offense. But you got to give Lake Crystal, they're a very talented ball club too. It's just, there's a lot of people that can do a lot of things, and then you get a Maddie Greenway in there that can score 40 points for your team. That's tough in itself.
The win for Providence Academy pushes their record to 28-2 on the season. Again, the play in the semifinals Friday night at 6 here at Williams Arena. Lake Crystal dropping in to the consolation bracket. That will do it for our telecast today. Thanks to all of our terrific crew working here at Williams Arena. And for Patty Sorensen, I'm John Jacobson. Providence Academy on their way to another state title. We'll see on Saturday. They win this one in the quarterfinals. 78-40 our final, and good night from Minneapolis.